Welcome back. Now, in the process of the first conversation we're having, you made reference to this missing 20 billion, for example, and said you didn't understand why Nigerians, didn't go up in arms after the allegations by the former CBN governor. What is the APC position regarding that particular affair, especially given the fact that we now have a PwC report which hasn't been made public?
You're asking me the questions you should be asking the president-elect. It's the president-elect that will decide what to do with the report, because he has said anything that is with the courts, he will leave it at that level. Anything that is not gone to the courts, then he will not investigate anybody. So I want to assume that this will be one of those things that he has to make a decision one way or the other. But it's not just about 20 billion. What about the 2.3 trillion that I was in a meeting? An MPC admitted it. The Minister for Petroleum was there. The president was at that meeting. 35 governors plus me, 36, were present. The vice president was present. And we discussed the issue of oil subsidy and how it got to 2.3 trillion. But the president promised to arrest all those who stole the money and return it. Till today, he's departing office on the 29th of May. The money has not been returned.
And this is part of, I suspect, the difficulties that some Nigerians have when people like you say we're going to draw a line. Because the sums being bandied around are huge. And given the difficulty...
I didn't say that.
What did you say?
The president-elect said, we will draw a line.
The APC said exactly. So you are supporting it. And the difficulty, again, I put it to you, is the numbers that we're talking about. You've talked about another 2.5. You've talked about the 20 billion. There is issues around, if I remember,
Kadaria, if you know me very well,
pensions.
Kadaria,
the issues are plenty.
Kadaria, if you know me very well, you know that I don't support corruption.
In 2006, the EFCC held you for 3 days when you were speaker.
No, 1 day.
In December.
A day.
Was it a day? Okay, I thought it was 3. And the allegation was that as speaker, you amassed about $150 million. Given the fact...
They didn't say that.
The reports said you were accused of amassing $150 million illegally as a speaker. You were held. But your then boss, Mr. Peter Odili, reached a deal, and you, along with other commissioners, were released. If people now say, in the spirit of leading by example, they want this matter investigated, will you be all for it?
I surrender. Speaker, first, which speaker will get $150 million? Do you know what it is to get $150 million? First, there was no report from EFCC that talked about $150 million. What EFCC did was to investigate the State Assembly as a State Assembly. And you can ask Nuhu. He didn't see that.
So you are happy?
I even saved $500 million. I am happy.
In the spirit of leading by example.
I am happy for an investigation. Kadaria, I am happy for an investigation.
And your former friend.
Who's my former friend?
Mr. Allison-Madueke, an associate.
He has never been my friend.
Again,
he's a small boy.
In
Don't
2008, your aide, an associate.
An aide is an aide. Say my aide.
An associate.
No. An associate is your friend. Say my aide.
Okay. In 2008.
No, until you say it's my aide.
The descriptions I saw have varied from friend to aide.
Oh, you know what it is to be a friend?
Things, eh?
You know what it is to be a friend?
He was accused of stealing 4.6 billion naira from River State when he was your chief of staff. Again, is this something that we could potentially see reopened?
Well, that question should go to Dakuku Peter's side.
But you've said that your government is not going after anybody.
No.
And this is the paradox and the irony of what you say.
Kadaria, you are reading too many minutes into things that are not supposed to be. I didn't say...
This is what Nigerians will think.
Neither me nor Peter's side ever made that promise that nobody will be prosecuted. Did you get that?
Yes.
It is the president-elect who said, in my government, his government is not the same as River State government. Is that clear? However, we are also not at the same time saying anybody will be prosecuted. If in the course of making, because whether you like it or not, River State is fractured. You must try to bring everybody together. If part of the concession for bringing everybody together will be don't prosecute anybody, we won't prosecute anybody. But I'm saying there's a difference between the federal government and the state government. And the federal government has said we won't look back. We have not said anything. All I have done that in the course of campaign, I've said, listen, I know the people on the other side, they love money. I know everybody on that side and tell them I said they love money. If they say it's a challenge, they open a debate, put them here and put me here. I'll come with documents to show who loves what.
What you've just said to me is that the federal government has made a decision about not looking back. The Rivers State government, because we still don't know who's going to win these elections, there's no decision there. But if by chance the APC gets into government, there is a possibility, no matter how remote, that they may decide to prosecute, different from the federal government.
You are wrong.
Okay.
You are wrong. You are again reading me into it. I said, I am not Peter's side. If Peter's side wins on the side of APC, it is his decision to make. If Peter's side even makes that decision of trying to prosecute, I will tell him, you will waste your time not developing Rivers State. Look, is it cut your losses? Exactly. So move forward. But like you two, Peter's side, must now begin to set examples.
Expectations are that you've done such a good job for the president-elect. You are likely to be rewarded with a cabinet position. Some of the positions that have been put against your name include Minister of Petroleum, Chief of Staff, Secretary to the State. If you were given a position, would you take it?
It's a difficult question to answer.
Why?
It's not a decision you make lightly. It's a decision you have to keep your wife, because she suffered in this marriage. My wife has suffered. In fact, as the day I had to bring in the president-elect and say, look, my wife is about to divorce me. Not seriously, what I mean by divorce, that she's very angry. She says, there's a marriage, please give me your attention. And she's not getting the attention. When I brought in the president-elect, she said, okay, I donate my husband to you. And then a week after, she was up in arms again, and the president-elect said, call her. I thought you donated your husband to me. Have I exhausted the donation? And she surrendered again. Now, I think if we are going to accept any appointment, she must be part of the decision. My children are no longer just mere children. My last son will be 18. So, like he says, dad, I can drive a car from 18. So the three of them are also, well, we will be consulted before we reach out. Just like I consulted them before I became Director General of the campaign. I had to tell them what it took to be a Director General. And they said, go ahead, Dad, if it will help the country.
But on principle, you have nothing against serving again at the federal level?
No, on principle, no. On principle, if you say on principle, then on principle, no. But have I given a thought to what it is? No, believe me. What I need now
There's very little time left for those decisions to be made.
Please.
Less than 2 months.
You know what I need? Saturday, an APC victory, I enter the plane, hop out of the country to go and rest. I need, even if it means going to Ethiopia or going to Senegal, I need 1 week of rest.
Okay, now if it does happen that you get appointed and you accept, one of the things the president-elect has said he will do, and he will encourage his cabinet to do, is the declaration of assets. If you do get appointed, will you declare your assets?
I will publicly. I didn't say I will declare my assets. Because if I say I will declare my assets, I could actually declare my assets without your knowing.
Yes, but
I will
do
declare
it
my assets publicly.
Let us take a break. Stay with us.